2 years ago, Bo Calhoun played 9 minutes a game, averaged 2 points, career high 7. He didn't play in 3 of the team's last 9 games. So if you thought then that losing Bo Calhoun to graduation 2 years later would be a big loss,
I would just laugh at you and say, you got proof for that?
I certainly wouldn't have guessed it would be the hit it is. I would have certainly knew we were going to miss him as a person. But
he's made himself into a really good player. You know, it's no longer he's made himself into a serviceable player. He's made himself into a borderline, all-league type player.
Calhoun now plays almost all but 9 minutes a game, averaging 11 points and 9 rebounds, the latter ranking 4th in the Mid-American Conference.
We certainly wouldn't be in the position that we are now if it wasn't for him. I always tell him when he comes to the bench, I need all the boards.
Getting there has been a long road for Calhoun, who came to Muncie in 2012 quite wide-eyed.
I don't think he can score. I don't think he can score, and I realize that's not what I need to do right now because I'm a freshman. It wasn't my role yet. I didn't even earn that role yet.
But he did over time. The breakout, last year's 30-point performance at Toledo.
he's been gifted with a great work ethic, and that was here long before I was.
I mean, he does so many extra things just to keep his body healthy. He does yoga. He works out in the morning. He's doing ball handling. He does everything to work on his game, and that's what I like most about him.
And yes, you did hear that right, yoga. But he also gets up shots, 1,500 a day over the summer.
I wasn't even tired. It's because that's what I want to do.
After we won our last game, Coach said, basically, I don't want anybody in the gym on Saturday, kind of lock the doors mentality. Everybody needs to kind of take a day to decompress and get away from it. There's one guy in the locker room, maybe 2, if you want to add Francis in there, who, when they heard that statement, they were almost offended because, Bo actually doesn't know how to take a day off.
Which has served him well, because come May, everything will pay off when Calhoun becomes the first in his family to graduate college directly from high school.
It's set me up for a future, honestly, to play the game after this and to be able to get a degree, that's the most important thing I can get for myself and for my family. So they was all watching me on TV last week, so it's to see how, so now I already made it, And the next step is graduation with them now.
Bo knows that what he's doing is a big deal, and I think he knows it, and he's proud, and Mom rightfully very proud, as they all should be.
Not just because of what Bo's doing, but who he's inspiring.
For me to inspire my mom to go back to school, that's my hero. So she's my best friend. So for me to influence her like that, I might want to start my own tradition, spreading, go to college, telling everybody I know, this is what we need to do. Which
is part of what makes this year's team success so much fun to watch, seeing a just reward for guys like Bo Calhoun.
It feels like a fairy tale, but I feel good because I put a lot of work in. I have the confidence that I belong here now, so it feels good now.
Joel Godet, BallStateSports.com.